Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics, and this is my first preview episode, and that's where I'm going to be telling you guys what I'm picking up this week for New Comic Book Day, August 10th, and I got a bunch of stuff on my pull list, so I'm going to need some donations. I'm going to put my Cash App and everything else down in the description so you guys can hit me up and donate to the fund. I need to do that anyway, but nevertheless, like I say, I got a bunch of stuff that's coming out. I'm excited this week because a lot of stuff that I really wanted to read. There's a lot of different books that are, especially covers, that I wanted to check out. So, without gabbling on like I do, let's get it. Alright, so like I said, I got a lot of stuff that's coming out. I want to just hip you guys to what's coming out, what's going on in some of the books that I'm picking up. But before I do that, on Hulu, and I always, I'm not a movie guy like E-Man. I don't do movie reviews or anything like some of the other YouTubers do. But I always mention whatever I'm into. And this week I just watched, a little while ago, I watched the show Prey, and that is the new Predator movie. It's like before all the Predators took place. It's like the very first Predator. And real quick, what it's about is there's a young Comanche girl who she's hanging with her brother, who's like a big, he's a teenager, he's a hunter, and she wants to get into hunting, and she wants to do hunting just like him. And she's really good at it, but because she's a girl, nobody's really giving her a shot. They kind of, pushing her off, telling her that she needs to go back home and all this other stuff. And some of the other guys were a little bit disrespectful, telling her that, they don't need a cook or anything like that. But she's out, she has some crazy stuff happen, comes across a bear, and, the bear, is trying to get at her, but she kind of proves her mettle a little bit, and all of a sudden now this predator is on her tail. So the predator's trying to get to her, and it shows about how she's like, going through this adversity and what happens to her. So it's kind of tragic. You get a little sad at one point, but it's a dope movie. I can't reel off who exactly directed it and all of that other stuff. I definitely don't know who the actress was, but she's a cute girl, and hey, I love it. It was a really dope movie. So you guys definitely check that out on Hulu. Getting into these books though, so the first book I'm gonna tell you guys about. Let's see what we're gonna talk about first. First, we're gonna talk about Mirka Andolfo's Unnatural Blue Blood #2, and this one is kind of difficult to get into because if you remember, I think the young lady, she's like a pig, type lady, but not in the worst way, but in the sexiest way. If there is a sexy way you can say that. You got to see the book. You got to read it. But anyway, I may put up a graphic or something so you can see Leslie. But anyway, it says, Leslie's strange dream brought to the surface a reality she hoped would be forgotten forever. What secret lies behind these dreams? And what does Shay's adoptive parents have to do with it? Is the evil that seemed to be forgotten rising again? And Shay is basically, Leslie is in a relationship with the wolf, right? So the wolf and Leslie together, the wolf and the pig together, they're like humanoid type wolf and pig. Anyway, but the wolf, his baby sister, their parents passed away, so he has custody of his baby sister, and she is like, she a pistol. She's like, very typical teenager-ish, like undisciplined teenager. So this is, I don't know how the story is gonna go. They introduced everybody to Shay in the last one, and I'm just holding faith because it's Mirka. Mirka does great artwork and she does a great story, and I'm a big fan of hers, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. That is coming out on Image Comics. It's Unnatural Blue Blood #2. So next up from Dark Horse Comics, this is The Ward #3. I'm digging this book already because like the first 2 issues really caught me up, and like had me into the story. Alright, so it says Dr. Nat Reeves is barely back in action at St. Lithus Hospital for the preternatural, and the stress is already piling on. She still hasn't informed her family and co-workers. Her family and her co-workers are whispering rumors about her previous departure. For all that, the place hasn't changed much. Each new emergency brings them all closer to the edge. ER meets Hellboy. So, remember, I guess that's why they said that in Hellboy, you know how I had all the different creatures and everything. This, like in the last issue, she helped give birth to a troll baby that was big as a Volkswagen. There was a siren. It was totally crazy. So, yeah. So basically, it's just the craziness that's going on, and it's like, so it's like you know, like what's going on in this side off hospital, and it's not like your mainstream hospital. Is where the other creatures go to the hospital or whatever. But it's really good. It's a really dope book, and I'm definitely interested in seeing what's up with Dr. Reeves. So she hasn't said much, but you know, seems like a dope character. Alright, so next up, and I'm not sure who this one is coming out from. I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up, but it shows that it's like other imprint, but it's Isom, spelled I-S-O-M, and I guess that's the right way to say it. Isom, #1, and I've seen a brother on the cover and looked like a new book, so I definitely like to give, you know, give different books a chance to see what it's. Never mind. I just seen who wrote the book. Anyway, I'm not going to be picking that book up because I don't like the guy who wrote the book. But anyway, we'll keep it moving. And I'm going to leave that in the video. So, next up, I'm going to be checking out from DC Comics, Nubia, Queen of the Amazons #3. This is another book that I got to catch up on. And it says, The Reckoning. With Nubia on the mend, she'll need all the help she can get to battle the powerful villain behind it all, Zilla. Enter Hawkgirl and the new Wonder Girl. This is my favorite Wonder Girl, Yara Flor, and but she's Brazilian, so whew. But there's something more to this vendetta against Nubia and her efforts to bring peace to man's world. Could Zilla be connected to our queen's life before she became an Amazon? Find out in the next issue. So anyway, I got to catch up to this. So this may be added into, you know, my Russian read pile over here. I got a little Russian read pile that, you know, I try to read everything up. So before this comes out, I definitely want to be caught up because it's really dope. This is being written by some sisters. Stephanie Williams is writing it. Althea Martinez is doing the artwork. And yeah, some dope covers. I see my man Kyrie Randolph is doing a cover. So I might, let's see what his cover looks like. Derek Chu is doing a cover. So I'm not sure which cover is Kyrie Randolph. I think he's doing the main A cover. And this right here is the Derek Chu cover. So yeah, hey, I can dig it, you know. Derek Chu's my man. He's my first signed, he's the first artist that signed my, you know, one of my books. So definitely going to be happy with that one. So check it out. Alright, so keeping it moving with DC books. Naomi Season 2, I believe this is coming to the wrap up of this Naomi series. I think it was only a 6-issue series, just like the first one. Naomi is one of my favorite characters. I'm not digging the nickname Powerhouse. I didn't like the show. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I never like clamped its hooks into me, not like the books did. So this book is being written by Brian Michael Bendis. He is the creator of the character Naomi. It's really dope. He is the co-creator because him and David F. Walker, people always forget to say that man's name when it comes to saying anything about Naomi. You got to say his name and give him his respect. By David F. Walker, he's also a writer on it. So the artist is Jamal Campbell. I thought David F. Walker was doing something else, but David F. Walker and Brian Michael Bendis are the writers on this book. So shout out to both of them. And it goes off like this. It says, the shocking conclusion to one of the most epic stories in all of DC Comics history. In this issue, Naomi faces everything. Her birth world legacy, the enemies that destroyed her family, and her place on the Justice League. The choices she makes here will carry her for the rest of her life. Do not miss this epic conclusion to the Eisner-nominated Naomi McDuffie saga, guest starring Superman. So Brian Michael Bendis named her Naomi McDuffie after Dwayne McDuffie, and I guess that was his way of showing homage. I don't know who wrote this particular synopsis, but they spelled McDuffie wrong. I would know because McDuffie, my father's side is Jackson, my mother's side is McDuffie. I don't know, if I'm related to Dwayne McDuffie. I always tell people that, that we are somewhere down the line. Just to say it because he's that great. He is somebody that you be like, that's my cousin. So anyway, but this book has been great. Just like the first series was dope. And it's coming to a wrap up. I'm not happy to see it go because I wasn't really in tune to like the Justice League stuff, because I really be wanting to see stuff about Naomi, and they would show a little bit about her and then they'll switch off. But I am anxious to see them do something else with that character as far as putting her on the screen. Take away that TV show, put her in one of them Justice League movies, and let's get it. Alright, so the next book up is from DC Comics as well. It is I Am Batman number 12. This is, it says that DC's most inscrutable hero arrives in New York City to task Jace Fox's Batman with helping them solve a mystery of the past. So I'm not sure, I guess the Bruce Wayne Batman has come to New York to help the I Am Batman guy. That's why it gets all confusing when, they keep the name Batman in there. I think Bruce Wayne should have been the only Batman, and then Jace Fox would have had a different name. But this book is being written by John Ridley, and right now he's on the edge with me because of how he's writing Black Panther. I kind of was digging everything in DC's The Other Universe. I was liking his work there. That's where I became a fan. Never heard of him prior to that. I think he's the guy, I think I said before in another video, he was writing 12 Years a Slave as far as a script writer and a writer in Hollywood. The jury's still out on his comic book writing, but I will say in his defense, this book started off kind of, iffy. Then it got to a point where I was pissed off because he had Jace Fox running from a villain, and not even a major villain, but he just had him running from a villain after they had already been fighting, which made him look like a coward. Which I'm like, how you make your hero look like a coward? So let him get beat, cool. Let him, make some mistakes, cool. But you make him look like a coward, that's very difficult to come back from. So anyway, it's been getting pretty good. Him and the detective trying to still see if they're going to end up getting together. So I am kind of digging it. I'm going to keep on reading until the end to see what happens with I Am Batman. So I Am Batman number 12 is the next book up. And I think I have one more DC book, and this is a big book for me. This next book is from Milestone. Milestone is under DC, I guess. But this is Blood Syndicate Season 1. This is issue number 4. This series is probably my top 3 favorite series out right now. I'm loving the work that Mr. Jeffrey Thorne is doing. Jeffrey Thorne, again, as a reminder, he is the brother that was on In the Heat of the Night back in the day. You got to be a little bit older to know exactly who that is. But he's been doing a dynamic job on this entire series. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything from Milestone, whether it's Icon, whether it's Static, or Blood Syndicate. I didn't get off into Duo. I really didn't know too much about it. I may pick it up just to check it out to see, what's going on with that story. It's a character I never heard about, before with Milestone. So I may check it out and see what's up with that. But the synopsis for this one, it says, as Holocaust rampages through Dakota. Holocaust is a bad boy. Holocaust is, he on another end with his destruction. So he running around setting everything on fire and challenging everybody. In issue 3, he was going after, I forgot who he was going after. Forgot my man's name, the guy that actually was in the military. I forgot his name. But anyway, he was going after him. He was in a police station. Holocaust goes up in there and sets it off, blows up the police station. They got to try to hurry up and get out of there. Aqua Maria, who is the young lady that can turn into water, she comes through and kind of puts his fires out while they try to do a rescue mission. But that was in issue 3. And like I say, Holocaust is still going crazy. It says Holocaust rampages through the Dakota. Wise, Tech, and Fade are just trying to survive. But so are Aquamarine, Third Rail, and Brickhouse. So those are the other characters in there. It says when these two groups cross paths, they can tell the balance of power in the city is shifting. If they can avoid killing each other long enough to take that power. So I'm guessing they're going to combine and try to take down Holocaust, because right now, truly, Holocaust is the power in the city. Artwork is done by Chris Cross. Looks like Sean Damian Hill is also doing some artwork on it. This has 2 different covers. One is the A cover, then the B cover has Aquamarine on it. It doesn't look like how she looks inside the interior, but you know, it's still her on the cover. So I don't know how I really feel about it just yet. I gotta see it live first, you know. Alright, so let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, make this not an all-day event. What else is on my pull list that I'm going to be picking up? Alright, so I guess I'm going to go into my Marvel books now. The first book is going to be Axe, which is Avengers vs. X-Men vs. the Eternals, Judgment Day #2. I read a couple of days ago, I read issue #1. But like in my last video, I was talking about how X-Men Red and Immortal X-Men, they're kind of spin-offs with the whole event, with the Judgment Day event. So I got to go back and check those out, see what's up. I can say this cover, this is a dope cover that they have for this. I guess this is cover A, and this cover is done. It's the Brooks cover. But they also have a 1 in 100 Brooks Virgin variant for it, which is really dope. Then they have a Hellfire by David Nakayama. Then they also have the Virgin one for David Nakayama. And then they got it's a total of about 9 different covers for this particular issue. It looks really good. The writer on this is Kieran Gillen, Valero Shiti. I heard that name before. I'm not too familiar with them, but yeah. So that's going to be Axe Judgment Day #2 from Marvel. Yeah, we're gonna check that out as well. Let's see what else we got. Amazing Spider-Man #7. I read everything prior to, and then #6 was that 900th issue. I haven't read that one yet because it's kind of thick, and after the whole thing with Tombstone, I kind of fell off to see what was going to happen next. I think there was a new character that appeared in it, but we're going to see what happens with that. But yeah, so in this one, I think there's going to be a new character. I can't remember. I think it's going to be the guy who is a combination of all of the Sinister Six, and Peter Parker's going to have to deal with that. It's not like Peter Parker hasn't been through enough as it is. You know, he's living by himself. It looks like when he was in the hospital, he still got the bill collector on him. And all these crazy people are just making his life hell. So hopefully he's going to come out of this. Also, Harry Osborne, which you're going to see on the cover, he's back in the mix again. So he's showing another appearance. And you know, whenever he pops up, it ain't going to be nothing good. So, you know, he's going to be on probably on his goblin attitude, but you know, we'll see what happens and we'll deal with it. Alright, also coming out as well is Marvel's Avengers and Moon Girl. And I know last time you saw Moon Girl was with Miles Morales. Now she's gonna be with the Avengers. And it says even after a team up with Miles Morales to scout Brooklyn for her missing T-Rex, so Devil Dinosaur's gone missing. So Moon Girl is still missing Devil Dinosaur, and now she has a wonky Devil Dinosaur clone to try and stabilize for fear of explosive repercussions. But the Avengers have found some regular dinosaur activity and need her to come with them right away to fix it, from Wakanda to the moon. So I don't know what's going on with that, but you know, I don't know where they found some regular dinosaur activity, if they went to I guess the Badlands, or what, I can't even remember what it's called, but I'm thinking of that show Into the Badlands, so that's why I'm saying Badlands. But anyway, this is going to be concluded with X-Men and Moon Girl in the next issue. So yeah, this is all about Moon Girl. That's really dope. This one has about 3 different covers. There's going to be the Lindsay variant, and then there's going to be the Randolph connecting variant. So is that, there's Randolph. Which Randolph is that? And Kyrie. Okay, that's Kyrie Randolph. So yeah, that's what's up. So definitely pick that up. I personally would, you know, I'm a big Kyrie Randolph fan, so I would definitely pick up that cover out of all of the covers. Probably not going to try to get, you know, more than just one. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what's up with that. Alright, so next up is The Punisher. And I'm like, from this issue number 5, I've been waiting for 4 issues for The Punisher and the God of War to go head up and for them to do battle. They've been leading up to it and leading up to it, and it seems like they're never going to go head up. And I'm hoping that this finally happens in this particular issue. I'm not even sure how long this this whole series is running for, but hopefully they'll end up going ahead and, you know, do what they do, and let's see who comes out of it. You know, Punisher's going to end up winning, but it's at least going to make it look good, you know, because the God of War is a huge dude. He's like, you know, he look like, you know, like he about 3 of the Punisher, but the Punisher is the Punisher. So this is being written by Jason Aaron, and Paul, I am not even going to try to say his name because I don't want to destroy the man's name like that. And Jesus Saez is also doing artwork on this one. So this one only, it looks like it only has the A cover. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, and finally, my last book on my pull list to pick up this week. And I don't know if I want to pick this book up. I don't know what I want. If I want to, like, I know there's a couple issues that I was gonna burn. I was truly gonna burn one of these books just to in protest, which is crazy how people burn. They go spend money on something, then they turn around and burn it just to show their displeasure. It's like, why not just don't spend your money on it or whatever. But I get it. But this next issue is going to be Black Panther number 8. And like I said, I'm not digging John Ridley, the way he's doing T'Challa, the direction he's taking T'Challa in. It really sucks because it's like, it's not even like he's showing T'Challa as a coward. It's like he's making it seem like he made this egregious mistake, and it's cost Wakanda so much when that ain't even the case. So they're kind of spinning it around and making it look like all these years where T'Challa has been protecting Wakanda and doing things for Wakanda, that all of a sudden now it's not the same. That's not evident, and it's like he's second guessing himself. Storm is like, yeah, you a man, you done messed up. You know, I ain't gonna never forgive you, but it's okay. You know, it's all that play on feminism, and I'm definitely not with that. So to me, John Ridley's writing from a toxic feminist point of view. Just my opinion, no opinions of nobody else but mine. But that's just the way I feel. I don't like it, and I'm excited to see somebody else, you know, start writing this book and go back to the days of Christopher Priest and Reginald Hudlin, and you know, some of those earlier titles with T'Challa, because especially with the whole recast T'Challa thing with the MCU, now more than ever, T'Challa needs to be represented in the right way. So anyway, read you the synopsis if you care. If you're going to pick it up, you're going to pick it up. I'm going to pick it up because I'm just like that. I collect all of Black Panther issues. All Black Panther comics is just a mandatory that I pick it up whether I like it or not. But, you know, that's just me. So anyway, it says, the long shadow concludes. The battle for Wakanda comes to a head. T'Challa has owned the path his secrets paved for the Hattusarasi's takeover, and he ceded command of the resistance to his allies. But doing the right thing doesn't always lead to the outcomes or answers one would prefer. T'Challa's undue mistrust must face consequences. Choices that will alter the fate of Wakanda and its leadership forever. They've been trying to take the leadership role from T'Challa and his family for the longest anyway. Everybody like, oh, okay, let Shuri. Shuri's gonna run the country. They ain't want her to run the country. So that's what's kind of poignant about that whole trailer that just came out when Angela Bassett was like, you know, I'm the queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and you know, all my whole family is gone. What else do I have to? Y'all know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the trailer. But anyway, it overlaps in the comics, and somebody was saying that Marvel has a way of making the books mimic the movie to kind of coincide. And I don't know. If you know better, you need to do better. That's all I'm gonna say. So anyway, I ain't saying boycott nothing, because I'm gonna be there in my white with my daughter, my wife, my cat, and my friends and everything else. But I ain't gonna like everything about it. So we're gonna see what's up with the movie. I'm getting sidetracked with that. But anyway, this is Black Panther number 8, and I'm really digging this Paquette variant cover. Has a beautiful sunset in the background with the Panthers in the tree, with Black Panther in the tree as well. That looks really, really dope. And this other cover, I guess cover A, let's see, says the designer is Brian Stillfreeze. I'm not sure what that means. It looks like Alex Ross. So this other cover is an Alex Ross cover. So we'll see what's up with that, and you know, whether or not I picked that up. But yo, so I made it through my first preview video. It is now actually Monday night, because the other day my memory card filled up, and as you know, my professional work is on some of my memory cards, so I had to clear some stuff off. And I'm finishing this up Monday night, so that promise of getting it out on Monday, it may be a little bit short, but it'll be out tomorrow, and it'll be out ahead of Wednesday's new comic book day. So you can still make your list, you can still get down and go to your local comic book shop, pick up some of the books that I've been talking about. Just if you don't know, now you know. DC books actually come out on Tuesday, so if you're looking for anything on the DC label, you can get that Tuesday, which is in a couple of hours. So make sure you guys know that, you're aware of that. And yeah, so like I said, it's my first preview video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, you know what we do on this channel, we continue to evolve. Thank y'all for hanging out with your man Jay. This is Evolutionary Comics. Peace.